Hey guys, what's up? It's Sneaks here. Today we are actually going to do a top 5, which is something I have actually not done in a very long time. Now, since lately we've been going the Fortnite route in terms of uploads, I figured, well, maybe we'll pump out some top 5s with them. So, in this video we are going to do the top 5 named locations in Fortnite. Now, just a quick clarifications, this is my opinion. I'm not going based off of what other people think is popular. Anyway, let's get on with it. Okay, so number 5, I really struggled to pick, and I'm going to have to go with Tomato Town. Now, with Tomato Town, it's a very moderate area in terms of action and loot. You got the house, you got the tunnel, you got the shop, and then you got all the you got the little places around the restaurant. Okay? So, anyway. So, although there isn't very high amounts of loot there, like basically your house and the tunnels are your best bet, you're not going to find anything absolutely wonderful there unless you're incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky. Anyway, so there's about 3 or 4 people that go there, so for anybody that's just trying to look for some quick moderate action without being too aggressive or not aggressive enough, Tomato Town is your place. But if you're trying to go for like a long possible W in solo or something, or even in squads or duo, then Tomato Town's not really your place. Okay, now on to number 4. Between 5 and 4 was incredibly difficult for me. So I had to pick Paradise Palms. Now hear me out, hear me out. When playing a normal game, so that consists of solo, duos, or squads, I'm not really that big into Paradise. But anytime I play Playground, I feel like Paradise is very good for those 4-man free-for-alls or those 2v2s. Now the reason for this is everything is just so spread out, and you could easily find cover, and everything's so conveniently placed. And there's some really good loot there, and that's not just talking about Playground, because Playground there basically has to be good loot. But even for the normal games, anytime I do go there, I do find decent loot. It's just a case of surviving, and I'm not really at that aggressive stage yet in terms of playing at Paradise Bombs. But other than that, it's great battlegrounds for Playground. Okay, now on to number 3. This might be a disagreement, but hear me out. We got Shifty Shafts. Now, the reason why I enjoy Shifty Shafts is there's a bit of nostalgia, because I remember when Tilted, Shifty, all those places were first added back in Season 2. In December, I believe. Shifty Shafts was in fact the first place I decided to go to. And although I didn't like it then, I like it now because you could find decent loot there. Well, we're including the 2 houses with it. But you can find very decent loot there. So generally anything that's uncommon or rare, there's quite a few chests there. You could easily farm wood with all the trees that are around there. And it's kind of like moderate in terms of Tomato Town, just better loot. And what's really cool about it is it kind of teaches you to find cover in many situations that you find yourself in because of all the pathways that branch, whether it's underground or way above ground. So you're going to have to kind of find out the person after you hear them rather than just hearing them then just head their direction. You got to kind of search around a little bit. And I feel like that adds a lot of intensity to gunfights that you may go through. Anyway, let's go on to number 2 now. Now, number 2 and number 1 on your list might be swapped, but hear me out why number 2 is number 2 and not number 1. Number 2, we got Tilted Towers. Tilted Towers I very much enjoy as a location. However, I do find some downsides to Tilted. Okay, so my problem with Tilted personally, there is a heck a ton, a lot of people that go there. Many people that go there. Like, a bunch of people. So, again, just hear me out. When you have bad luck, so you're getting commons, you're getting terrible weapons, you can't rely on these weapons, and you get blasted, it's gonna make you mad. It's gonna aggravate you, it will frustrate you, everything's gonna go down for you. But, when you dominate 3/4 to Tilted as a whole, you feel like you've accomplished something. there's a solid 20 to 30 people that go there. And if you could get anything more than about 7 or 8 kills, that's something to be proud about. Now, although my playstyle, I am starting to become a little bit aggressive, I'm not exactly ready for dominating Tilted yet. But it's definitely a good place to go just because of its hyper crazy loot that you may find if you are in luck, in fact. And you're able to search around. You could easily max your wood at the construction site. And with the little park between the taco restaurant, the clock tower, and that house to the left of the clock tower, or right at the clock tower, based on what direction you're facing. But yes, okay. Let's do honorable mentions, okay? So, let me recap, okay. Number 5 was Tomato Town. Number 4 was Paradise Palms. Number 3 was Shifty Shafts. Number 2 was Tilted Towers. And now I got some honorable mentions. Okay, I'd like to list 2. In our honorable mentions list, we have Pleasant Park. Now, Pleasant Park I kind of dislike just because everything's so open. And although there are trees around you, in Pleasant itself, you can't farm from too much. You can farm from a little bit of stuff, but you gotta kind of search around in order to farm from things. You can get good loot there. But it's just, everything's so open field, so you could easily get shot from anywhere and not have the materials to counter that. Okay? And I also want to give honorable mention to Lazy Links. Now, Lazy Links and Pleasant Park aren't in any way fair for comparison. Lazy Links I like because it's a nice, closed-off place where you have to travel a little bit to get your materials. However, there is a lot of cover because of just the close quarters openings in Lazy. And golf carts are absolutely amazing. So if you want to go for a ride, Lazy is your place, along with Paradise. But Lazy Links is more notorious for it, so yeah. Now on to number 1. A lot of the people watching this, generally because they know me, would probably know pretty dang well what number 1 for me will be. And it's not Lonely Lodge, it's not Junk Junction, not Haunted Hills, or even Greasy for that matter. Not retail, definitely not retail. Number 1, we have Salty Springs. Salty Springs is amazing. You get great loot, moderate action. You can only come out of Salty with about 4 or 5 kills, which I think is pretty good. Nothing too overbearing. You'd have to search just a little bit to get max materials. But you can get a lot of loot and outflank people easily if you go to the right house and you have a good luck. Overall, Salty's just an amazing place where I always do well when I go to Salty. If I get the good loot like I need, I can do great. Salty is the type of place where you would expect to find rare epics and even a couple legendaries. I really like Salty. It's good for preparation in later games. Salty's basically the person who holds you when you're first learning the bike, and the rest is up to you. That is why I enjoy Salty the most out of the 5 locations that I named. Technically 7. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this top 5. Next top 5 that's coming out is my top 5 unnamed locations in Fortnite Battle Royale. And then hopefully we might merge those lists together and basically do top 10. Okay? So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like this video, subscribe to me, comment, do all that sweet stuff. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Peace!